Is it possible that the Chicago Bears defense just became even more terrifying? The name at the heart of this shift is Gervon Dexter. The former second-round pick is no longer just a promising young talent. He's turning into one of the most important players on this defense. Dexter's journey this offseason has been nothing short of transformational, both physically and mentally, and it's already making waves across the locker room and coaching staff. Gervon Dexter arrived at OTAs and minicamp looking like a new man, literally. Reports from Halas Hall suggest the defensive tackle has reshaped his body and added explosion to his game. Dexter himself has acknowledged the immense physical challenges of this offseason, crediting the Bears' strength and conditioning staff, especially Coach Pierre and assistant coach Mark Filippi, for helping him achieve new goals. His remarks indicate this was the toughest offseason he's ever experienced, but also the most rewarding. What's even more impressive is how this physical overhaul has translated into leadership on and off the field. New head coach Ben Johnson has been vocal about Dexter's growth, saying he noticed his presence even before joining the Bears. According to Johnson, Dexter was already beginning to stand out last season, especially in the absence of Andrew Billings. There was a noticeable increase in productivity, especially in his interior pass rush. "You could see it on tape," Johnson said. "He was stepping up." The numbers back it up. Dexter posted 5 sacks last year, after just 2 the year prior. He finished 28th among 219 interior defensive linemen in PFF grades, an astounding jump from 114th the previous year. Against the run, he improved from 187th to 56th. That's more than development. That's a player climbing fast. Dexter didn't just put in work on the field. He studied. He adjusted his technique, including how he fires out of his stance with better hip explosion. He's not the same player who was drafted. He's a better, smarter, and more committed one. His progress is now influencing the rest of the defensive line, both by example and by initiative. Before we dive into the second part of this incredible update, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss the latest Chicago Bears news, stories, and inside coverage. Let's move on to the next development coming out of Halas Hall. Now, Gervon Dexter is not just building muscle, he's building a reputation as a leader. This past offseason, Dexter took an important step that proved just how serious he is about growing into a leadership role. Before organized team activities had even begun, he arranged for a full defensive line get-together in Miami. This wasn't just a workout. It was a bonding experience. Veteran players like Grady Jarrett, who had just signed with the team, hadn't even stepped foot into the Bears facility when they received the invitation. Jarrett was floored by the gesture and said it was a key moment in forming early chemistry with his new teammate. "I thought that was a big gesture," Jarrett said, adding that it helped lay the foundation for a strong relationship. This kind of initiative is rare, especially from a player so young. At just 23, Dexter is already the longest tenured member of the projected 2025 defensive line, despite also being one of the youngest. With veterans like Montez Sweat, Andrew Billings, and now Grady Jarrett around him, Dexter could have remained in the background, but he chose to lead instead. Dexter himself said, "I think I'm learning to be a leader. There are different ways to lead. When I watch Montez, he leads in his own way. I follow that. Grady is more vocal and leads by example." What stands out is Dexter's desire not just to play alongside great teammates, but to emulate their example and eventually carve his own path. And his teammates see it too. Montez Sweat called Dexter a leader on the D-line and on this team. That kind of respect isn't handed out freely in an NFL locker room. It's earned. Dexter's willingness to initiate workouts, study film, and mentor newer players isn't going unnoticed. This isn't just about charisma. It's about substance. Dexter's message in Miami was simple. The best defensive lines in the NFL don't just work together, they bond. They share stories, exchange knowledge, and form a brotherhood. That's the culture Dexter is building in Chicago, and it could be the edge the Bears need this season. Gervon Dexter isn't just evolving as a leader and athlete. He's also proving to be a perfect match for the Bears' evolving defensive identity under Dennis Allen. While Allen still runs a 4-3 base defense, he demands more speed and aggression from his linemen. Dexter, at 6 feet 6 inches and 312 pounds, fits that model perfectly. Allen's defense thrives on generating interior pressure, collapsing the pocket to create chaos for quarterbacks. With Dexter's rise and the return of Andrew Billings, the Bears now have one of the most promising tackle rotations in the league. Add in Grady Jarrett's savvy and Sweat's explosive edge presence, and this line is deep, balanced, and dangerous. Last year, Dexter started 15 games and posted 33 solo tackles, ranking 15th among all defensive linemen. His 19 quarterback hits ranked top 5 among all tackles. These are elite-level numbers, and they show that he's not just a role player, he's a disruptive force. Even more telling is how Dexter views his development. He studied players like Grady Jarrett and Montez Sweat before entering the league, watching their film before high school games. Now, he's not only playing beside them, he's earning their respect and sharing the field as an equal. Dexter is also making a bold prediction. He's ready for the Pro Bowl. Given his upward trajectory, it's not unrealistic. His combination of size, athleticism, intelligence, and leadership is rare, and it's exactly what the Chicago Bears need. In the past 2 seasons, he's recorded 10 total sacks, second on the team only to Sweat. And with Allen's aggressive, interior-focused scheme now in play, Dexter's role becomes even more important. He'll be counted on to collapse pockets, pressure quarterbacks, and lead a front that could become one of the most feared in the league. The future is bright for this Chicago Bears defense, and Gervon Dexter is one of the biggest reasons why. As the team prepares for the 2025 season, all eyes will be on number 98. And if his offseason is any indication, he's more than ready to carry the weight. Gervon Dexter's evolution from a promising second-round pick into a central figure on the Chicago Bears defense is a story of grit, growth, and relentless ambition. His physical transformation, mental maturity, and emerging leadership couldn't come at a better time for a franchise aiming to re-establish itself as a defensive powerhouse. More than just stats or headlines, Dexter represents a culture shift, one where young players don't just wait their turn, they step up, organize, lead, and embody the values of a championship-caliber team. The way he's embracing mentorship from veterans, bringing teammates together off the field, and demanding more from himself every day is exactly what this new era of Bears football is built on. As training camp approaches and the 2025 season looms, Dexter stands not just as a key contributor, but as the emotional and strategic heart of a defensive line full of potential. If he continues this pace, a Pro Bowl nod won't be the peak. It'll just be the beginning. The Chicago Bears have found their next defensive cornerstone. His name is Gervon Dexter. Bear down.